Hello! Hello! Welcome, one and all, to another stream by Atari, Grand Shaman of Atlantis! How is everyone doing? I am doing pretty good. Like I said on chat, I just found out through the manual that apparently there were some enemies that they called wolves, and I'm like, I didn't see any wolves. I didn't see anything that my brain would register as wolves. I think that they're talking about those weird bear-like, like these weird mixes between, like, I don't know, bear and what even is this? Like a Wolverine? I hope we're having orange wolves. No. We have purple tigers, but no orange wolves. So yeah. I was just looking through the manual, see if there was anything like that I missed. Oh dang it. We're going. There's gonna be a part. Watch out for the wolves. Okay, what does that portmanteau stand for, Nilak? Also, they say control your art. I'm pretty sure that they meant artillery, not art. Control your art. Don't let it go in directions you don't want it to go. Stupid. But actually, the reason why I was looking at this was because of like, you know, the colored crystals that we keep finding in every level. Like and yeah, apparently you're supposed to combine them with a weapon. So like either the boomerang or, like, I don't know, the guns? I think that combining them with the guns is kind of weird. Like, okay, I'm just gonna... yes, my ancient Atlantean Smith & Wesson. Control your scarabs. Because, of course, you need scarabs to pass. Oh, man. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so they do have like an introduction to the whole thing. There are some artists that should have controlled their art. Some people shouldn't have cooked. I mean, that is true. That is true. That is true. I know, like, freedom of expression and all of that, but freedom of expression is not freedom from consequences, is it? Even though sometimes consequences are a little bit disproportionate, so we're gonna leave that. Okay, so... Okay, so here's the thing. So here is what the manual says. Strange happenings, mysterious architecture. I'm translating from Portuguese to English, like, directly. So yeah. And tales of mythical monsters have, since ever, intrigued humanity. How was Stonehenge created? Many centuries before the existence of machines with capacity for such a tall order. Uh-huh. Okay, I get that we should allow ourselves to, like, dream and have imaginations and whatnot, but oh my goodness, this is gonna be hard. Who built the pyramids? Egyptians. The Egyptians built the pyramids. The Egyptians and Mayans and Aztecs and every civilization that built pyramids, they built their pyramids. Like, they found the things that the Egyptians used to build the pyramids. You're not being insightful. You're being stupid. Like, why was there a doubt in anyone's mind that the ancestors of the people who lived in those places were the people who built those places? What the wolves, watch out, lively, violent enemies. I don't remember if they were lively, actually. Freedom of expression means the government can't do anything to do like arrest you. Doesn't mean other people won't look at you in disgust. Exactly. But history told me that aliens built them. They can't lie to me, right? Wait, was it history? Was it history class or was it the History Channel? Because there is a big difference between those two. Okay, and the sightings of the Loch Ness Monster or the Yeti. I don't know a lot about the Yeti. I don't know a lot about the Yeti, but the Loch Ness Monster was probably just how can I put this in a way that is not a whale's nether regions, if you get my drift. If you catch my drift. The Yeti or the nymphs that ancient sailors swore sunk their boats with odd singing and stuff. They say that he who finds the answers to these questions will have found Atlantis. Wow. I mean, okay. You know, I expected this from Lewis Spence, not from Atlantis: The Lost Empire on the PlayStation 1. Wow. Honestly, the commonality of dragon myths suggests an ancient common connection more than a pyramid, which is just physics. It was the History Channel that said aliens until the end of the show. He who smelt it dealt it. The History Channel has become a blight on humanity's track record. Like, I get. Look. I'm gonna be honest. I get why people get lost in those hypotheticals and stuff, because they are fun. Because they are fun to explore. It's fun to imagine that aliens have been in contact with humanity since time immemorial and have been, pulling the strings and stuff. Like, it's fun to imagine that. It's fun to imagine that there is a connection between the pyramids of Egypt and the pyramids of Mesoamerica, other than just stacking rocks is the best way to build large structures. But at some point, one has to realize what is actually factually true and probable and possible, and what are just flights of fancy, Like, you can't rely on flights of fancy or fantasy to live in the real world. Like, and that's one of the things that, the discourse about, like, Atlantis and, ancient aliens and all of that bugs me so much. It's because it disregards everything that we know to be a fact. Of course, they're going to pull the whole, oh, your reality is not my reality. No, but there is a shared reality that we all take part in. And if you are completely ignoring that part of your existence, then I'm sorry, that is a problem. Seek some help, please. Why did this stream suddenly turn into a lecture? Like, why? Why? Why do I keep doing this? Because it's a topic that I'm passionate about. And whereas I look at Atlantis and see a fun way to explore, like you know, alternative fantastical history, and whatnot. A lot of people look at it as you know, one of those mysteries that needs to be solved, or that they think that they've already solved, and that other people just don't get it because their minds are closed off. Because in order to understand Atlantis, you need to open your third eye or believe in energies and whatnot. Like that's always the thing that it's funny to me. You know, those people who peddle like pseudoscience and those kinds of things. They are like, oh, in order for this to work, you have to believe, much like Parappa the Rapper, I guess. But it's like, if believing in it is a requirement, then wouldn't that be pointing that it's all in your head? Because you have to readjust how your brain is wired in order for it to work? Like, wouldn't that be a dead giveaway that it's not real? That it's just inside your brain? I don't know, man. It's so, like... Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, I guess. I mean, yeah, Filmroth, but here's the thing. One thing is believing in the existence of aliens. The other is believing that those aliens are way more advanced than anything here on Earth, and that they have technology that is advanced enough that they can, you know, come here and wreck our shit. You know? Like, I do not doubt that there are probably aliens out there, but look, our own planet has spent millions upon millions of years with no life forms that could build civilizations in a way that humans have. So what's to say that, yeah, whatever those aliens are that exist in other planets are not in those times as well? Like they could be in their own like dinosaur eras. If they are in their like Cambrian period or whatever, they are not going to be able to contact Earth, let alone come here and actually do something. You know, like that's my take on the whole aliens thing. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I actually believe their alien theory, and they had no longer to do history in like 15 years. Yeah. Hi, new around. Sorry for the... You just walked into the middle of a half-baked tech talk. Tech talk, no, TED talk, not tech talk. We actually recently discovered that bacteria thrives in mist, which means that mist is a living biome and they filter out toxins. That would mean that the habitual zone in Venus's clouds could have life. I mean, yeah, but that's different. That's different. Nobody who's peddling, you know, the whole ancient aliens theory is talking about bacteria living in Venusian clouds. You know? Like because they're just working off of a model of this stuff that was created by humanity's imagination for thousands of years. Like, which does not correlate to reality. Yes, New Around, the manual for the game that I'm gonna play today implied that Atlantis was behind that. Also the whole thing of, you know, just saying with your whole chest, 11,000 years ago, Atlantis sank beneath the waves, and they were like so much more advanced than any other civilization that existed back then. Yes. Case in point, 11,000 years ago, the cat wasn't domesticated yet. Most of Earth was in the Neolithic era, so anyone that would have found out about, like, I don't know, metal tools would be immediately a lot more advanced than... You know, maybe someone should make a version of Atlantis in which, like, the only thing that differentiates them from the rest of the world is that they have, like, metal or copper tools, and the rest of the world is still like Neolithic, is still on the Neolithic or Paleolithic ages, like, because I've never seen that done. Oh, maybe the alien language is just saying is just them saying ack 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 over and over again. Well, like Mr. Krabs' laugh, like ack 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 ack. It would be an entirely tonal language. It would be such a pain to translate. Something like that. Those little green space balls traveled all the light years across the universe to stack fucking rocks. Fuck. Fucking rocks. What if the aliens were Jedi? Tiny amoeba or bacteria Jedi or bug Jedi. Can you imagine, like, little Jedi ants? Little Jedi ants. And they just arrive on Earth and go like, this is huge. You didn't see Mars Attacks? No, I haven't. In fact, when I was a kid, the cover for Mars Attacks scared the bejesus out of me because, okay, you know one of the reasons why I was scared of skeletons when I was a kid? It was because of the teeth. It was because of the teeth. Teeth scared me, especially like bad teeth or uneven teeth. That sort of thing scared me. That's why, for example, I was scared of old people, because usually their teeth are not in the best, were not in the best condition. And also, my dad's mom decided that it was a good idea to just, you know, every so often remove her prosthetic teeth and just show them to me, or just play around with them, you know, like in her mouth, because she knew that I was terrified of it and that it made me cry. And she still did it because fuck you, I guess. Oh man. If it was for this game, the Loch Ness Monster was also made by Atlantis and maintained by them, so people could have seen it in the 20th century. I mean, yeah. Hello, PPA. Good evening. One of my personal hypothesis is that one of the ancient legendary swords, like the... Oh man, I can't read Gaelic. Gaelic? Is it Gaelic or is it Welsh? No, the MH points me towards Gaelic, but I can't tell if it's Scottish or Irish Gaelic. Yeah, Sword of Light of Excalibur, where Chance or Master made steel swords in the time of Copper. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that is, there's a high likelihood that, yeah, that's the case. Does no one think that if these bug probers would be a little bit more advanced, that they would leave better stuff behind? It's Irish. Okay, there you go. There you go. But see, I was close. I just didn't want to say, I just didn't want to say, like, Irish, because, again, I admit when I'm out of my depth, and there wasn't anything in just those two words that I could use to separate. First, I can't really tell the difference between Irish Gaelic and Scottish Gaelic at a glance. But yeah, there was nothing. Yeah, there was nothing for me to be able to, you know, to differentiate that. But yeah. Yeah, like, if they are so advanced, why did everything that they left behind dates to, like, the Bronze Age or Iron Age at best? Like, like, what were they? What were they, stupid? Man, I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm just like, I just came in here and just started, like, wailing on this thing, just smacking it around. Holy crap. So yeah. The Sword of Light is one of the 4 treasures of Ireland. Ah, yeah. So basically someone came up with the idea, okay, maybe Excalibur and the Sword of Light are one and the same. Basically, you know, because legends and myths travel around, get influenced by each other. Yeah. I mean, you got angry by that, man. Yeah, just another thing, just a little thing to set me off. Hello, Atlantis, the lost empire. Who built the pyramids? I don't know, maybe ask some of the architects who built the stupid things. Oh, and the pyramids were made by slaves. No, they were not. They were not made by slaves. They were made by people who were paid to do that work. They were not slaves. They were mostly farmers who were off duty because it was the off season for farming. So they got paid in something else. Like, no, the slaves did not build the pyramids, you... The Egyptians wouldn't hand that kind of important work to slaves. You know why? Because Egyptians were also kind of, yeah, no, slaves aren't good enough to do that. Which is a different kind of problem, but yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. Oh well, we went to the same place. Did you see the TMNT stuff? Oh wait, for Crossworlds? Not yet. My brother told me about it. Oh wait. Also the Last Ronin game, right? Developed by the same guys that made Bayonetta. Yeah, I heard of it. I haven't seen it yet. So I can't really comment, but since I haven't read The Last Ronin yet, I can't really say if I'm, like, excited or not. The instruction manual is falling. No, I'm not gonna let you fall. You may have a load of bullcrap in there, but I'm not gonna let you fall, you stupid. There's not much to see yet because it was the logo and nothing else. Yeah. And they were measuring these stones and saying, look at how perfect the angles on these stones are. The angle on the tool was visibly not 900 degrees. Yeah. Oh hey, check out this perfect circle. It's an oval. Look at how smooth this stone is, almost like a kitchen table. That's laser cut. The stone was full of holes. Again, like I understand wanting to inject some whimsy into life. That's not the way to go. Messing with history is not the way to go, guys. I mean, I'm not talking to any of the chat, like, specifically. I'm talking about, you know, I'm talking about those people. Like that one that I keep mentioning. I don't remember his name. Maybe I should actually go and try to find his name again. The guy that keeps showing up in every single Atlantis documentary. That keeps trying to prove that Atlantis was Tartessos and that the ruins of it are buried under the Doñana National Park in southern Spain. Good luck excavating there. That's where they brought back the Iberian lynx from extinction. You dingbat. But I keep saying to myself, whenever I see that guy's face, I'm like, dude, you're not gonna prove anything about Atlantis. You're just gonna find Tartessos. Even if you manage to find something, you're gonna find Tartessos, which we know existed. We know that Tartessos existed. Yes, it's mysterious because there isn't a lot that we have about it, but we do know that it existed. We do know that it existed, that there's archaeological proof that it existed. It's just that a lot of its records are gone, and a lot of it is probably buried. So yeah, but we do know that Tartessos existed. And if you find, like, you know, the city, you're gonna find Tartessos. You're not gonna find Atlantis because they're not the same thing. They invented maths to have perfect shapes even back then. Must have been aliens. Of course, no one understands maths. Nobody understands mathematics. Like, how would ancient civilizations understand mathematics? Like, that's way too complicated for their silly little ancient brains. They weren't as developed as ours are now. Proceeds to not be able to learn anything at school. The Mayans figured out the sun. The Mayans figured out the sun and stars. Their calendars were very, 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 very accurate, and they were not the only ancient civilization to do it. I mean, Mayans as ancient is a little bit. They have the ancient vibe, but they're not as ancient as, for example, ancient Mesopotamia, who I think was it Mesopotamia or was it Babylon that also figured out how, you know, how the sky works, you know. Hello Tulu. I found a video. Oh, wait. Oh, a Last Ronin game sounds awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Is that really gonna be the first time that I'm going to experience that story? I gotta be honest, I'm a little bit, the word is not scared. The word is not scared. Okay, conflicted, I think, would be the better word. I'm a little bit conflicted about Last Ronin, like, in general. Again, I already know spoilers, but you know what? One of the issues that I have with it, I can just open like a browser and just do a quick search. Okay, let me see. The Last Ronin. Images. Ooh. Ugh. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of different pictures. Okay, this... Yeah, like the drawing style is not really my favorite. The drawing style is not really my favorite. Like Returns as a gritty crime thriller? What? No, show me an actual picture. Okay, yeah, no, it's that like Mirage Comics kind of blocky style, which I get it. Which I get it. It's supposed to be like, you know. A calendar starting on August 11th, 3114 BCE is crazy. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Before ready light sources at night, all you could do is sleep or stare at the skies. Insomniacs were likely the first ancient astronomers. You mean astronomers? Astrologers probably as well, but astrology goes into the whole pseudoscience thing, while astronomy is the actual study of, you know, space as it is. But yeah, okay, so let me see. Let me see. You know what this is reminding me of? You know what this is reminding me of? It's reminding me of the 8 awesome angles of YouTube. Oh man. Let me open it. Dr. Huge T. Who is this? PhD in lecturer in archaeology. 20 plus years of fieldwork experience. Specialized in new tech and in archaeology and Neolithic Iron Age tombs in Arabia. Oh, sounds like someone that I should probably follow. Oh, he has a YouTube channel. Nice. Okay. At the moment, a lot of treasure accounts. Blah, blah, blah. Oh wait, why is he showing the Löwenmensch here? The Löwenmensch. It is about 40,000 years old. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, there was a time where I was thinking of bringing in the Löwenmensch to one of the stories that I was writing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably follow this guy. But yeah, if you're wondering what the Löwenmensch is, because I keep harping on about it, blah 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 blah. Let me just quickly. Oh, now they call it the Lion Man. When Okay, when I first started doing research on this thing, it was not called the Lion Man. It was called the Löwenmensch. They were actually using the German name for it because it was found in Germany. But now the Wikipedia page is actually called the Lion Man. Also, I wanted to save it, please. The stop sign is an octagon. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Da 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 da. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Let's go. Oh, by the way, I found out something sad during the Pokemon naming stream. Basically, until I get a more powerful computer, I am not going to be able to do React content. I think that was already pretty clear from the Snapcube streams, but it just it got to a point where I'm like, yeah, no, there's absolutely no way. Oh my goodness, this thing is much bigger than I thought. Behold, the full might of human past. The Löwenmensch. He has taken over the stream now. We can't do anything about it. Now this stream belongs to the Löwenmensch, to the Lion Man. Oh no. Because the tab was frozen from time to time? I mean, yeah. Yeah, no, like, because my computer just can't keep up. Much like the Löwenmensch, much like the Lion Man, it is old. Behold, ancient furries. Seems like too much to bear. It does kind of look bear-like, doesn't it? Okay, let me try... Oh, now the Löwenmensch's telling you to donate at coffee.com/Vtuber Atari Yale. I still haven't figured out a sound to play when donations hit. But okay, but I can at least have him not take over the chat, because that's just rude, man. I don't care how old you are. You should not erase chat. That is very rude, and you should not do that. Oh no. Fun of Flying Battery Octagon remix. Oh yeah. No glorious mane, so how can it be a lion? Ah! Interesting that you bring that up, Tulufulu, because ancient European mountain lions did not have manes, or if they did, they weren't as floofy as their African counterparts. Because yes, Europe did used to have lions. They were called cave lions. I said mountain lions, forget that. They were cave lions. And I think that's what this little guy is supposed to represent. He's supposed to represent an anthropomorphic cave lion. And so yeah, hello Carl Singh, welcome. Okay, so how do I explain like, okay, so someone clicks on a stream, sees a VTuber saying that they're going to play Atlantis the Lost Empire for the PlayStation 1, and they get greeted with this. Okay, there's more. How do you explain this? Mountain lions is a good analogy. Since males and females look similar without manes, yeah. Also, hey, Jagi Gabor. Oh, okay. Gabor, that's a Hungarian name. Okay, I see. Welcome. Well, this is awkward. Ancient furries, yeah. I mean, furries have been around much longer than you can imagine. Like, for example, yeah, no, like, this figurine, you know how old? You know how old this figurine is? I mean, I just mentioned it, but I don't know if I emphasized it enough. This figurine is 40,000 years old. 40,000. Do you have any idea how long ago that is? The ancient Egyptians, the ancient Mesopotamians are babies compared to this. Like, so yeah, remember when I said, oh yeah, Plato put like Atlantis' downfall like 9,000 years before his time, which means that it would have been like while most people were like in the Neolithic era. Yeah, this was made in the Paleolithic, and yeah, 40,000 years. Yes. It could be longer than that based on when it was sculpted. I don't know if they ran like, you know, the usual tests on it. Wait, let me just put it like, make it a little bit more manageable. Like to have on screen. I mean, I do think that it's somewhat appropriate. Okay, we're gonna make a stream about Atlantis, the Lost Empire. And we are just gonna have like this super ancient artifact just hanging out here with us. Yeah. Okay, bye. Okay, bye, film rods. Okay, if you love history, you're in the right place. Not that I talk about history like all the time, but it is one of my biggest interests. So yeah. Yep. Knuckles plushie. Can you guess what's my favorite Sonic character? Also, can you guess what's my favorite Pokemon? So yeah. Actually, I keep forgetting when was the Chalcolithic? Okay, so 40,000 years ago, discovered in August of 1939. How did they date this thing? Oh, carbon dating. Yeah, they dated it. They dated it pretty accurately. Yeah, they used carbon dating to figure out when he was made. When he was made. I'm talking about. Hello, Lion Man. Hello, Lion Man. I am addressing you. I am addressing you as a person from now on. Hello. So, what can you tell us about the distant past? Does it look anything like what Pokemon Scarlet and Violet thought it did? Probably not. There's even like 3K years of history before Christ, and this is prehistoric times. Yeah, it looks so stretchy. Yeah, furry Regirock. Yeah, like if Regirock decided to give itself a face. Okay, that was a typo, but I left it since it looks like a bootleg. Shadow and Urshifu? Wow, the consoles in the background are cool. If I'm correct, it's a GameCube, Atari, a Dreamcast, Atari 26. It's a 2600. a Saturn or a Mega Drive, and the PS1. Nice collection. Yeah, unfortunately, 2 of those consoles that you see like in the background there, currently they're mock-ups because I don't actually have them physically yet. The Dreamcast and the Atari 2600 are consoles that I don't own yet, but everything else I do own. And there's a VCR as well. I was guessing Regirock is your favorite Pokemon. No. Look at that. Look at that. Oh no, guys! The Lion Man is gonna eat you! Raw! I come from ancient times, so I am entitled to everything I see. Nom. Oh no, guys! He ate you! The Lion Man ate you! What are we gonna do about it? We can't do anything about it. He's too old. He can pull every I am older than you card in existence. Okay. Mammoth Mogul. I play Blue Eyes White Dragon in attack mode. Haha, do not quote the ancient cards to me. I was there when they were printed. Obviously, it's Regigigas and Tikal. I mean, Tikal is probably my second favorite. That reminds me, I should probably, no, I'm gonna wait until I have a bit more disposable income. But I really want to buy the Tikal, the Tikal figure from Jack Specific, because I've waited so long for a Tikal figure. VCR cooled, VHS was awesome. Oh yeah, yes it was, and I still have all of them. And okay, Lion Man, as you're a cat, since you're a cat, can you cough up a hairball, or in this case, cough up my chat box, please? I will, but you owe me one. Blarg. Okay, it's there. Okay, it's back there, but you can't see it because it needs more messages to show up. Even though it's a Lion Man statue, yet it looks like a skinny bear. Lol. Yeah. Tikal is such an angel. Yeah, no, she is. She is, and she's really cute. She also has, you know, the cultural angle, which, I mean, look at me. Our messages needed. Yeah. The thing about the checkbox is if I reset it, like it doesn't bring back the messages that were there. Like if you want to fill it up, you have to keep chatting. This was a strange ASMR. That's the least accurate furball vomiting I've heard. And you're a cat owner. Do you want me to be accurate? I can try to be accurate. I'm not sure you're gonna like it, but I can try. Especially because I've owned at least 2 long-haired cats. Currently I have one with longer hair, but like her fur is not that long. It's like at least not yet. I have a feeling that her fur is gonna get longer as she grows older. But at least for now, her fur is just, you know, like mid-length. But yeah, she does cough up hairballs. So I put Okay. So this might be the only cat that isn't asking you to stream on stream to open the door to the balcony. Yeah. Yeah, no, Mr. Lion Man, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for not interrupting my stream, but just randomly wanting to go onto the balcony. Like, I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, man. Okay. I think that we're going to say EKB, see you soon to our little friend over here, our little friend that is older than any of us. Even lore accurate Atari. So yeah, where is oh, oh. Hello, Andre. I just noticed something. Remember the other day when we had like a special guest right at the beginning of the stream as well? Yeah, turns out he's still here. Hello. Hello, I am Uber Jackal. I can't believe that this thing is older than the thing that inspired me, Uber Jackal. Inspired by Anubis. There are many Anubis type things. Why aren't there any Lion Man type things? Well, there are. They keep dying. Okay, goodbye now. Okay. Okay. Bye, love and mensch. It was night. I don't understand, but whatever it is, I won't. Okay, goodbye, love and mensch. It was nice having you here. No problem, Atari. Call me whenever you want. Okay, goodbye. Boop. There he goes. A fight between those two. I mean, if you pit Leomon against Anubimon, I don't think that there is much of a contest because Leomon is a champion level and Anubimon is a mega, so yeah, he's just gonna die again. He's just gonna die. The bodyguard of Atari. Hey, Lovenmensch! Lion Man, do you want to be my bodyguard? Ugh. Typical cat. I mean, there's other lion Digimon that are like mega level, but yeah, like the first one that comes into everyone's mind is Leomon, and his tendency to pass away only surpassed by that of Optimus Prime. I don't think that I'm making any bold statements here. When doesn't he die? Good question. Good question. Add that power from Ruby Spear's Curse of the Lion Man. Wait, what? No, wait, there's also Lion Man in Dark Souls 2. You should totally play it. That does interest me. Not beating the furry allegations at this rate. Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on to the main event. The main event, which Cave Lions did not have. That Mega Man cartoon episode. Wait, is there a Mega Man? Is that a Ruby Spears Mega Man cartoon episode in which they fight against lion men? Leomon dies way more than Optimus. Leomon is the dead dad of anime. Yeah. Yeah, say what you will about, you know, characters that are famous for being dead. At least Maze Hughes only died like 3 times, I think. Was it 3? Yeah, in the original, in the manga, in the original Fullmetal Alchemist anime, and in Brotherhood. Yeah, so that's 3. I don't think... Wait a second. Did he die in the movies? Did he die in the movie? The movie? Like the live action movies where everyone is Asian because, of course, the movie was made in Japan, but it kind of kills a little bit of the thing that Hiromu Arakawa was going for, which is that Temestris is, you know, like... It's mostly, like, European. No, it's not a coincidence, Smoker. It is not a coincidence at all. It was done on purpose. And the description is also what I genuinely feel. I think that I need Lara Croft's help to find the stupid fire crystal. Yamcha also just died twice. Yes, it's infamous, though I found the robot devolution one stranger. What, do all the robot characters turn into toasters? Oh, or floppy disks, yeah. Yamcha also just died twice, yeah. Well, the answer to my question was yes. That is amazing. Okay, time for a game now. Piccolo has died at least once in each series. Because the dude, Piccolo, he can't be left behind. Like, if everyone dies, he's gonna die too. Like, why does everyone get to die except for him? Like, it's unfair. Okay, let me see. Okay, so I need to activate and deactivate the Elgato. I think. And, if you count King Piccolo as the same Piccolo as the one we know, sure. Hello? Hello? Where is the... Oh, by the way, if you're new here, we're going to play this game from its original hardware, which means that we are actually using a PlayStation 1. Technically, he's King Piccolo reincarnated. Oh, yeah. Right. I don't remember how they reacted to... Oh, okay. Okay, good. Good. Or for a Gohan character. Yeah, let's just fridge Piccolo. Let's just fridge Piccolo. Sounds like a good idea. Even has his old memories as King Piccolo. Ooh, that must hurt. That must hurt, especially like, I don't know, like in the chest, belly area. Actual PS1, yes. Actual PS1. And you want to know how we know that it's an actual PS1? Because it's gonna have some trouble booting up. Well, not booting up, but reading the disc, like, cleanly from the beginning. As in, here we go. He kind of is both a son and a new life. Oh! Like Steven. Like Steven Universe. Yeah, like Steven Universe. I'm starting to think that Rebecca Sugar must have also watched Dragon Ball, which I would not put past her. I doubt about that, or it doesn't seem to be confirmed that he has the same memories. Namekian nature is weird. I mean, I haven't seen Dragon Ball, and that is one of the things that I know about Dragon Ball is that Namekians are weird. Yes, actually, there's a lot of Dragon Ball in Steven Universe. Ah, there you go. There you go. Ah. And things just go, and the wheels on the bus go round and round all day. You'd probably like Namek. Probably. Probably. Oh yeah, by the way, if you're catching me attempting to play this game for the first time, yes, it's in Portuguese. The fusions too. Right! Oh my god! I just unlocked something there. Because everyone goes like, oh yeah, Steven Universe, it's like a Sailor Moon or whatever, but no, there's a lot more Dragon Ball in there than Sailor Moon, I would say. Oh, that is so interesting. Yeah, the good old days, like back in the late 2000s, the PS1 was my favorite first console, so yeah. The booting up took time, but it was worth the wait. Yeah. The Alien Warrior race, too. It's even called the Fusion Dance. Yeah! Yeah, Milo, I know. I know that you wouldn't have done it better. So yeah, let's go to the fire trial again. I'm all ready. Except it's an actual dance and not just a series of poses, yeah. I think there are bits for Final Fantasy and more as well. See, that's the thing that I usually see about pieces of media that are, you know, usually considered to be really good. Usually their creators were inspired by a whole bunch of different sources. I am also kind of trying to do that with my version of Atlantis and the book that I am writing. I'm trying to draw from a bunch of different sources, which thankfully my brother, good old Weasel, helped me figure out somewhat. Okay, we need Vinny for this, and we need to not die to these crabs. Oh, really? Oh man, it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've watched the Steven Universe, so like I don't remember all the references. I know that there were a lot of references. Yes, I know what you're gonna say. Use Vinny to do this. Yeah. You know what sucks? This pillar was protecting me from the lava monsters, and now it's not. So that's kind of unfortunate. Oh, okay. That was okay. I didn't notice this the last time, but look at this. Look at that. What sense does it make to not put the rock that I have to push in a straight line towards the place where I have to put it? Like, why does it have to do a curve? Game designers. What? Wasn't Inspector Gadget intended to be a Lupin spin-off at first? I don't know. I don't know, but that would explain so many things. That would explain a lot of things. Also, why? I mean, okay, no. One of the reasons why Inspector Gadget, the original show, feels a little bit anime-esque is probably like, don't quote me on this, and this is easy, and you can search this up easily and prove me wrong or prove me right or whatever. But to me, it looks like Inspector Gadget was animated by TMS. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. But it does have that slightly anime-esque-ish feeling that a lot of the shows from, like, especially the late 80s used to have. Except that with its actual animation, it leans more Western because you know it's a Western property. So yeah. Atari being real. Low cast post stuff. Welcome. I thought it was Deke, or did Deke just write the show? I don't know. I don't know. Like, it is entirely possible that it was animated, that the animation was outsourced. That was the case with a lot of shows back in the day. You could also see nods to old sci-fi anime in that show, like from the 70s. Oh, yeah. Nice reference that you might get is the Iron Lizard from Metal Slug is named after a weapon in Lupin the Third too. Oh. Also, even Indiana Jones has been said to be inspired by Lupin the Third, but I really doubt that. Yeah, no, that seems like a little bit of a stretch. Like, I could see... Okay, you know it's not a stretch? Oh, sorry. Saying that Indiana Jones was inspired by Karl Barks's run of Scrooge McDuck. You know, the comics. Saying that Indiana Jones was also inspired by Lupin the Third is a little bit more of a stretch, but it's also not completely outside of the realm of possibility. It's just that I think that the vibes of Indiana Jones are a lot more similar to Scrooge McDuck than to Lupin the Third. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Okay, game, let's play it your way. If you allow me. Like, really, what is the point? What is the point of this curve? This is so silly. Ah, oh no. I forgot the camera, I forgot the camera! Carl, what now? Carl Barks. Carl Barks, comic book artist. Oh wait, no, no, we don't need to switch right now. I think that Vinny can handle this. What would help is going in the right direction instead of the opposite direction in which we need to go. Okay, okay, lava monster, shoot your shot, and then I'll just. Oh my, This is, wow, the gameplay on display here is just amazing, just the greatest thing ever. Okay, let me eat a can of beef. Ice physics in the fire level. It's in the entire game. It's in the entire game, actually. Like, this... Because the issue is that you can't walk straight. You can't walk straight because every time that you make a move, the camera moves as well. Like... Did you see that? Like, look closely at the scenery. See? Did you see that? Did you see it going up and down right now? Yeah. I was trying to erase this game from my memory till I saw the thumbnail yesterday. Oh, sorry. As I know, the animated studio behind Inspector Gadget was AIC, Anime International Company. Oh! I mean, that's right in the name. Anime. Yeah, no, the whole game is just slippery. Like, as soon as you have to make a turn, you have to account for not only like, I did not move the camera. I did not move the camera. It just positioned itself like that. Like, okay. Vinny. Your obsession with explosives has given you brain damage. Well, it has given everyone brain damage because we can't... because we just can't do things anymore. Atlantis. Yeah, it is. Ah, dang it. Okay, to punch this thing. Yes. Okay. Cool. Okay. Wait. What? Is there another one? Ah, frick. Yeah. The answer is yes. Did you know that lava monsters are weak to hand grenades? I sure didn't. This game certainly taught me a lot. I can't say that I'm familiar with police knots. It's really one of those, like, you say police knots and what comes into my mind is psychonauts, which is not the same thing. Hey guys, guess what was missing from this stream? It's Kiba. Kiba is scratching at the window, at the door to the balcony. So we are going to open it so that he doesn't bother me as much. Come on, okay, go. Go and be free, Keebmeister. Oh, it was never released in the West. Oh, okay. Psychonauts is cool. Yeah, that's what I heard. I don't know, like... It just falls a bit outside of my usual frame of reference. So like, I don't remember, like, what console generation it was for. Like, I could, like, if I had to guess, I would say the PS2, so like the 6th generation. But I could be wrong. It could be 7th for all that I know. I don't think that it was I don't think that it was the 5th. What? No more Chinese what? Hello, Stellar Cereal. Welcome. What? No, we are not doing laundry. I mean, sometimes this game does feel like a chore because, oh, dang it. Okay. Okay, do you want me to distract you? Destruction is what? What is the wait a sec, wait a cotton picking minute here. What were the grenades hitting? Why were the grenades not going forward? There aren't any roof, any balcony, there isn't anything that would block their path. So what gives? Oh, Xbox and PS2, okay. I love this game. Oh my god. Oh, of course. Oh my goodness. Ugh. I hate this fire crystal, man. Oh. Yeah, sure. Throw a grenade. Throw something at me. I don't even care. Oh, come on. Here we go. You have to use the anti-venom. La-di-da-di-da. Anti-venom. Okay, I have 8 of these things. Okay, I think I'm okay. But I also have to replenish some of my health, so yeah. Don't you love it when you don't have an option for an item that replenishes your entire health? I sure do. And Infogrames does as well. How bad was it? I mean, it wasn't too bad. I mean, other than the hitboxes being, you know, kind of flimsy, like the characters just keep clipping into each other. And Reaperbon being really, really annoying. Oh. É melhor mostrar isto ao Milo. That's what he's gonna say. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
A porta está trancada.
Yes, I know that the door is locked. You didn't need to... But yeah, no, it was fun. It was... Okay, okay. Okay, so this one is also already knocked over. But yeah, like, it wasn't bad until I decided to play as Gatomon. Like, I played as Renamon and everything was fine. I was able to reach Reapermon, beat him. Oh my, stop. Okay, going back. And yeah, it was fine. Oh my goodness. Hey, I've got another idea for a great decision we could make. When you get hit, you lose grip of the thing you were carrying. That is... That's the best idea you could ever have in a Tomb Raider type game. Okay, goodbye, monster. Goodbye. Now let me guess. Dang it. I need to go get Milo, don't I? Yeah, I think I do. Also, I have to beat up this giant Atlantean ant. Like this giant monster spinning like a Beyblade. Beyblade, 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 Beyblade. Yeah, let's just get all the things that we can from here, while we avoid the fireflies thing. It'd be even better if that music reset every time you beat / found the lava monster. Yep. It would, wouldn't it? Oh, go away. I don't wanna deal with you. I really can't stay, baby. It's cold outside. Well, it's not cold. It's very, very hot. Hence why we have to find the stupid fire crest. Oh, this is not what I wanted. Dang it. I've barely started playing this game and I'm already losing my mind. Okay, give me some canned chicken. What's going? Uh-oh. Oh no. Ele estava em cima do corrimão. Okay, so Nemo was in the balcony and my mom came to get him. Okay. Okay, 19. Okay. For a second I thought it was Russian. Oh, that happens a lot. That happens a lot when people hear the Portuguese language for the first time, or they're not used to it. Oh, wait. Wait. Oh, right, now I have to go this way. I think you wouldn't be losing it if you didn't have to do the same thing you did like 2 streams ago. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, that is also true. That is also, oh my, Milo. Oh my, I hate this camera so much. I hate this camera so much. Stop! Milo, no, you don't want to push the thing, you want to jump on it! Jump on it! Jump on it! Jump on it! Hello, Flash View, welcome! I know there's one that has a goofy spin. Love the Atlantis movie, did not play this game. Do not play this game. Do not play this game if you want your memories of the movie to remain intact. I don't even know if I'm supposed to, like, retread all of this ground. Like, I genuinely do not know. Oh my god, stop. Milo, please. Milo, please. Milo. Milo not godinho touch. Stop being... Oh my god. Stop! Oh my... He did it. The floor is too slippery. It's not the floor that's too slippery, it's the camera that doesn't let me do the things I'm supposed to do. Oh my god, stop. Oh my god. Okay, no, the floor is slippery as well. Ah! Who can play from this angle? Tell me, what is this angle? What is this angle supposed to benefit? Why? Also, no. Nemo? Ah! It's your home. Let your instincts and the spirits guide you. I think that the spirits are kind of angry at me at the moment. Because I didn't feed them. Also, I was not involved in the construction of these things. Okay, no, yeah, it is this way. It is this way. You need an emerald radar now, yeah. What was that? Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Let the. Ugh! Come on! Oh my goodness. Okay. Ugh! Stop over correcting you. Stop! Oh my. Now I understand the reason why Tomb Raider has tank controls. Yeah! Oh my. Oh no, okay. Yeah. Okay. What do the spirits consider blasphemy, and how guilty are you of it after these streams? Here's the thing. The spirits vary from a completely disorganized collective. And oh my, you're telling me that I could have saved from you the entire time you I want to save, Peckard. I want to save so the next time that I inevitably lose a life, I don't have to go through another one of those bridges again.
Boa! Não queres perder o que já conseguiste.
Wait, what is that? Oh, that's Digimon Rumble Arena, like the last block.
Eu próprio não teria feito melhor.
Are you sure about that? No, but yeah, most spirits are
Adeus.
kind of like goobers. Momentai. Henry, Momentai. Momentai to the spirits as well. It also depends on what kinds of spirits they are. Like, for example, if there's spirits who are aligned with the goddess of storms and weather in general, they can vary. They can vary a lot in temperament from one to the other. Oh my god. Okay, okay, I just noticed this and now I have to ask. Why does this thing that honestly looks a bit like, I don't know, a bed bug? Why does this thing sound like an eagle? Or rather a red-tailed hawk. If we wanna... No, don't grab the thing. Don't grab the thing, Milo. Okay, don't grab the thing. Don't grab the... Don't grab the thing. Game design? What is that? We're Infogrames and Eurocom. We don't need... We don't need game design. Game design is for the weak. I know game developers who use game design and they're all cowards. Game design, hitboxes, balancing. What are those? They are my Crocs.
Às vezes encontramos saliências rochosas no teto, bem como nas paredes. Olha para cima, há aqui uma. Salta e
Yes,
agarra-te.
I know. I know, Milo. I know, Milo. But yeah, to reiterate something that I was already saying, yeah, if you're not used to hearing European Portuguese, yeah, it definitely sounds more like an Eastern European language, like a Slavic language, like Russian or Ukrainian. It's possessed. Yeah, actual eagles sound like seagulls. Yeah. No, Milo, please. Okay. But game design is for your potato PC optimization. Ah. Right. This is a lava crystal, not a fire crystal. Which means that it's going to be useful for opening that door over there. But not me getting out of this level. Oh, I forgot. I have to bring the rock all the way over here. Come on, okay, Milo, now that I want you to grab the rock, you don't... What the heck are you doing, Milo! Milo Thatch! What in blazes? More like Polish. Oh, yeah, also they changed the name? They changed they changed the name of what? No, because that's not the crystal that we're after. That crystal... Oh, I just... I'm pushing the crab thing. I'm pushing the crab thing alongside the... Ow! You... Okay. I don't want to take any chances. We have to get this all the way. Yeah. Okay. And now we jump here, and now we jump here, and now we put the lava crystal there. And we're probably gonna have to get another one because there's 2 items on the walls.
Painel Atlantis. Falta qualquer coisa no centro.
Thank you for stating the obvious, Milo. I really needed that. I really needed you to tell me that, ooh, something's missing in the middle. You don't say!
A porta está trancada.
Yes, we know. Yes, we know that the door is locked. Okay, there's another one, right? Of course there's another one. The door wasn't gonna open just with one. Because, of course, which means that we're gonna have to do this thing again. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. This reminds me of the Treasure Planet platformer game. I mean, it probably had some, it probably had some developers, and I mean like developers as in people, in common with that one. Actually, let me. When you die in a leg, okay. Okay. They heard the PS1 had technical limitations and said, yeah, it's called game design, dude. Okay. I'm just going to... Sorry, okay. I need a better face to go out on. Eyes closed. Okay. There is a good way... Oh, model, please. Okay. We are out. Okay, that's still better. That's still better. Okay. Because as it happens, I have Disney's Treasure Planet for the PlayStation 2 right here. Hello, Nemo. Didn't notice you were there. Okay. Also, around here, they tend to mistake Brazilian Portuguese with Spanish somehow? Or more like foreigners that know nothing about Brazil. Cara, o português do Brasil e o português de Portugal são bastante diferentes, meu. Pô, se eu estou falando assim, quer dizer que tô pelo menos a tentar fazer um sotaque brasileiro. Tô falando português do Brasil. Mas se eu estiver a falar assim, estou a falar português de Portugal. To the people who were just completely lost, first I started speaking Brazilian Portuguese to the best of my ability because I don't know how to do the accent properly anymore. And then I spoke a bit in European Portuguese, which is the language that this game is in. Yes, usually if you understand Latin American Spanish, you can understand a bit of Brazilian Portuguese. And vice versa. But that is also true if you're Portuguese. Like, if you're Portuguese, you can usually understand Spanish. Can't say that the reverse is true, though. Okay, let's see. Treasure Planet for the PlayStation 2. Yeah, you understood Brazilian Portuguese better. Yeah, isso faz sentido. Isso faz muito sentido. He follows Jim Hawkins as he embarks on a daring quest to discover the loot of 1,000 worlds, blah blah blah. Okay, so who developed this? Oh, it was developed by Buck Bumble. No, it wasn't. It's just that the logo makes me think of Buck Bumble. BVG Games, Buena Vista Games. Okay. Buena Vista Games, and don't you love it when companies have logos that you can't read from a distance? Underrated movie. I ended up liking it way more than I thought. Oh yeah, no, Treasure Planet is great. Like, I like Atlantis more because I am biased. But Treasure Planet is a much better movie. Like, just straight up, no bullshit. Like, Treasure Planet is a great movie. Absolutely fantastic. So if you haven't watched it, go watch it as soon as you can. Okay. The pause menu. Okay, no, I want to see who the developers were. Setting up memory card for the PlayStation 2. No. The biggity buck bumble. Oh man. Oh, they actually have the entire like credits here. Let's have them. They actually have the credits. Okay. I'm pretty sure that the Atlantis game doesn't have the credits. Wait. Where did... Oh. Plus Treasure Planet has been. Yeah. Oh, it also has credits. Haha. Okay, let's see if there's any names that are like connected. But no, like but Treasure Planet doesn't even mention Eurocom. Or Disney Interact. Oh no, okay, Disney Interactive. Okay, so producer. Not the same. Vice President Dan Winter. The Vice President producer is the same. Concept art. Ken Christensen. And for Atlantis is Robert L. Miles, and for Treasure Planet, Marianne Ramirez. Okay, Chris Hepburn, David Arnspiger. What the heck name is this? Douglas Jacobs, Amir Firoskar, Sean Aguirre, blah blah blah. Let me see. Disney character voices staff. Oh, it was called Bizarre Creations, the studio that I couldn't, the one that has the Buck Bumble theme, Buck Bumble, the Buck Bumble logo. Okay, producer, no. Yeah, no, the teams are not the only people that they have in common, at least from what I can see here, is Dan Winters and Ken Christensen, who served as Vice President of Product Development and Concept Artist. Respectively. And I think... And some people from Disney character voices. But that is all. There's also a PS1 version of Treasure Planet, which looks very similar to this one, so I have my fears already. Really? It's a clone of Jak and Daxter. It's a clone of Jak and Daxter? Really? I mean, of course, the screenshots in the back here don't really tell me much. Like, you're not... First, they're very dark, and I can barely understand what's going on in these. Okay, there's one where Jim has, you know, his Wave Rider, or whatever it's called. Oh, Solar Surfer! It's written right here. It's written right here. Skate and surf moves, blah, blah, blah. Explore exciting and unique locations as you search for the mysterious beacons. Yeah, I can barely see what's going on in there. Can barely see what's going on in that screenshot. That's not the... It makes sense because Jak and Daxter was inspired by Treasure Planet. Really? Really? Wait, how long did Jak and Daxter take to develop? Okay, now, okay, we're going down a bit of a rabbit hole, but I'm sorry, I need a break from the stupidity. I need a break from the stupidity of Disney's Atlantis on the PlayStation 1. Because it has already proven that it can be stupid in many different ways. Oh no, not Atlantis. Yes, Atlantis. Even though it already made me angry, you should have been here at the beginning of the stream. Kradantost. I went on a whole rant about like ancient aliens, about the ancient aliens theories, and you know, trying to link Atlantis with things that we know that Atlantis was not involved with, because we know that Atlantis did not exist, but some people pretend that it does exist, and they make their own versions of reality based on that, and how that is dangerous and stupid and blah 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 blee blue 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 blue. Hello, Phantom Cruise Station. I love your name. Play fitting that the movie based off a man that leads people down a rabbit hole would also lead people down a rabbit hole. Yeah. Yup. Okay, so let me check one thing right here. Okay. Move over, Astolfo. I need Jack and Daxter, the precursor legacy. Hi, Nemo. No. Well, pets on the head. Okay. Shall I go back and check it out right now while I prepare and eat dinner at two times speed? I mean, you do have like two options. One, do that. Two, join me as I go down the rabbit hole of trying to figure out if Jack and Daxter was somehow inspired by Disney's Treasure Planet, because Disney's Treasure Planet came out in 2002. When did Jack and Daxter come out? Jack and Daxter came out in 2001. So, nope. Jack and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy came out in 2001. Unless you're talking about Jack 2, and in that case, I don't see much of Treasure Planet in Jack 2, honestly. Especially not in the, I'm gonna kill Praxis! Dark Eco, meh! Dark Eco, long hair that looks like Play-Doh. That complete tonal shift from the first game. Why? Why did you do that, Naughty Dog? You make weird decisions. All right. Yeah, this game was cheaper because it doesn't have the instruction manual, but it has an intact box, and the game is I think that it's not too bad. By the way, yeah, Jack and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, another game that I'm gonna play in the future, and like as you can see, yeah, it's right here. Jack 2 is weird. Okay, bye, Gabor, bye. Oh, that I hear the name Astolfo. Good to see another Type Moon fan. I could be a bigger Type Moon fan. Like, I don't know a lot about Fate, unfortunately. It's one of those franchises that I've been meaning to get into a little bit more. But I do have Astolfo's pop-up parade, which is in front of my PlayStation 2 games, together with 1950s Hatsune Miku, and how Asakura from Shaman King. Fitting that a shaman would have a figure from a character of Shaman King, I think. But yeah, and I have to move Astolfo out of the way to get Jack and Daxter because the games are in alphabetical order, and Astolfo is the first one in line. So yeah. I might have been just thinking of the Treasure Planet game, but the zoomer and the settings are very similar. Oh my god, the zoomer. One of the very few clips from a stream that I've ever done, that I ever asked anyone to actually make for my channel was about the zoomer. Oh man, talking about clones, well done, or at least entertaining Tomb Raider clones, is The Mummy on PS1 based on a movie. Oh, the Brendan Fraser movie. Okay. Yeah, no, that one might be interesting. It might be interesting, even if their idea of ancient Egypt is completely off the. I find it so funny how often people do like, oh yeah, this is based on ancient Egypt, and you go and look, and it looks more like, I don't know, Castle Grayskull. I don't know. looks more like something out of like He-Man or something. Like, I don't know. Or from Mordor. Like, there's this one game called Sphinx. Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. Which I played really early on this channel's life. I want to see if I can get, like, a PlayStation 2 or a GameCube version to play it again. This time on the actual hardware. But... man, I just had a laugh at how silly that game was. Also, it gave us Horus the horse. He was not a horse, but he was a very naughty bird. He was a very naughty bird, and he was not nice, and then he got his comeuppance, and nobody felt bad because, oh my god, like imagine Sasuke from Naruto, but like turned up to 11, and okay, imagine Sasuke from Naruto and pre-character development Gary Oak, like mix those two together. And that was basically Horus in that game. Also, why do people keep making the Sphinx into a god? The Sphinx was not a god. So yeah, that's interesting. Brendan Fraser be like, by the power of Egypt, grant me sight beyond sight. Oh wait, no, that's the other one. Oh man, more like Atlantis. Who said that? Oh man, it's going from Super Mario 64 to Vex. No, it is. It is. Oh man, Vex is another game that I want to see if I can get, to get a good laugh out of it, because oh my goodness, that. Oh man, the mid-2000s, man. The mid-2000s were... You have no idea. I mean, probably you do. Probably you do. But, yeah. Oh, man. I would say that's mostly due to the fact that it's the clearest, biggest thing to something mystical, and so treated as such. Vex's max edginess, yeah. Oh god, I remember that game, yeah. But Sphinx is cute, so deserved to be God. I mean, true, but the world is unfair. The world is unfair. Just because you're cute doesn't mean that you get to be God. To be a god, you know? Like you know what's cute? Freya's cats. But they're not gods. They just pulled the chariot of a god. Maybe people in the past like to build cool things too. Vex, Scalar, and oh man. But I bet Natsuki is cute and she is a goddess. Oh yeah, she is cute. But she has an ace up her sleeve, which is that she is a rabbit. So yeah, massive cute points right there. Yeah, it doesn't make sense when we're talking about people who don't really understand the context and see a really big statue of a human-headed lion thing, so they're gonna put some sort of importance to that. Oh yeah. Also, Darkened Sky. Darkened Sky, is that a game? I'm pretty sure that it's a game. Yeah. Oh, one game from that era, from the early to mid 2000s that I don't think that I'm gonna play, unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know, is Blinks the Time Detective or whatever it's called. Blinks the Time Stranger, Blinks the not Halo, Blinks the totally gonna be Xbox's mascot until Halo becomes a killer app, or was it already a killer app? I don't know. There was one game about a girl with blue hair. Nadia? No. If I recall correctly, the Sphinx was a pharaoh who said, "I'm gonna look so cool if I had a lion body." Oh yeah. Blinks the Time Sweeper! Yeah, there you go! To be fair, there's a giant statue tomb Sphinx in Egypt, so I'm starting to think that's like, I'm also going to think that's a god or something. Oh yeah. Blinks the Tongue Twister! Thank you, New Around. Thank you. We are going to see if we can find the stupid fire crystal, and then there's a vehicle section after. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. What? They released Blinks 2 just a week after Halo 2. What? It's like they wanted to kill it. You should play X-Blades. Okay, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. The name is somewhat familiar. Oh right, yeah, it does. Yeah, I'm aware of that Twitter account. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, no, you're right. It does use Blinks as its profile picture. Are you going to play the new Saw game? Oh wait, was that revealed like in the State of Play or the summer thing or whatever? Like, because here's the thing, like, Saw isn't really one of those things that interests me a lot, so yeah. Microsoft didn't even renew the Blinks trademark. You mean I could have my own Blinks? Hello, Julie, welcome. Yeah, I can see. I can see. What's with the hearts, though? Blinks 2 lets you play as the Tom-Toms. What are Tom-Toms? The Saw game is revealed in Summer Game Festival. Oh. It's Saw in Ancient Time. What? Saw in Ancient Times. Define Ancient Times. Ancient is, like, very general. As we've seen with Mr. Lion Man, Lovenmensch. Clearly a Blinks and you'll miss. X-Blade is the game that asked, why can't we do anime games? Oh. That's probably interesting. Wait, is it anime like Lunatics Unleashed was anime? I just have Lunatics Unleashed stuck in my brain. Like, ever since I mentioned it the last time, like, it's always been there. It never leaves. It never leaves. Isn't Ancient Times 2004? That means that Home on the Range is from Ancient Times. Man, I knew those cows looked old, but not this old. Don't call me ancient. No idea, it's steampunk. Oh. Okay, so, ancient as in less than 2 centuries ago. Okay, gotcha. No, you made me grow another gray hair. Paper Mario the 22-year tour. Oh man. Also, Julie, yeah, okay, thank you. World War One. Oh, okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Like a hot girl with a sword and weird proportions. Oh. Yeah, because everyone knows that that's what defines anime, right? I wonder what those people think Doraemon is. Like show them Doraemon, and just watch their brains explode. Like Cow stands for Code of the West. I don't even have a follow-up to that. A 4D platformer. Oh, the fourth dimension being time. Ooh. Yeah, Julie Mommy. You are currently in the stream of someone who is a huge, like, voice actor nerd. And that includes not only American voice actors, that includes also Japanese voice actors, that includes Portuguese voice actors, because, well, that's my home base. And who also has actually worked as a professional voice actor a couple of times, actually. So yeah, I know about Michael J. Fox being Milo's voice in Atlantis. Though I'm pretty sure that he didn't do like the reaction sounds in this game. I am pretty sure that it must have been like James Arnold Taylor, because he's usually the one that they get to like do a Michael J. Fox impression, which makes sense because his natural register is pretty close to Michael J. Fox's. At least to me. At least to me, like he's not as like he's not as squeaky, I would say. Like compare Michael J. Fox, compare any of Michael J. Fox's like performances to James Arnold Taylor's Titus, for example, and yeah, Titus is nowhere near as squeaky naturally, where you know. Whereas Michael J. Fox just has that as like his default. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it was James Arnold Taylor who made the reaction noises here, which we are hearing as well because the Portuguese version of this game decided not to dub those. I don't know how that works. I don't know how you can like give a game to a studio to dub and not let them actually record, you know, the reaction sounds as well, because it just breaks the immersion so hard. Having heard Michael J. Fox being described as squeaky is funny. Also, hello, Maidel. But he is, isn't he? I'm just imagining. Also, I'm just imagining Marty McFly as a little rubber toy. Yeah. Yeah, Jim Varney. Yeah. No, that was a shame. But at least, like, his performance as Sweet is really... No, it's not Sweet. Cookie. I made the same mistake as Kita does in the actual movie. But yeah, no, his performance as Cookie is like just great, just awesome. So yeah, he went out with a bang, like, if you ask me. He has that voice crack thing going on. Yeah, that's what I mean about the squeakiness. Yeah. Also, the PT version so far dubbed the line when Milo's BA was really in a hurry. Yes. Yes. Por Renato Godinho. Like, he really does... Okay, like, he really needs... Like, I shouldn't say this. I shouldn't say this about an actor who I know could probably watch one of these streams. But like, I think that he should really have been better directed in this in this game. But I think that what happened is that nobody really knew how to voice act for a video game. So like there were no like actual standards. Because at this time, video games were just not dubbed in Portuguese, period. I mean, you had like a few, like this is an exception. And I think that like there were others who were also dubbed in Portuguese. But it was not the norm. It was not the norm at all. So, you know, these people were just not used to this kind of exposition, explanatory sort of acting, you know, to lead the player and whatnot. So yeah, like I think that they did their best, but their best unfortunately shows some inexperience with the medium, which I mean is to be expected. It was 2001, so yeah. Early gaming voice acting was weird. I'm pretty sure Resident Evil's corniness was not intentional. Like, whoa! I'll be examining this. That's why we need you, the master of unlocking. Oh, yeah, no. For that, I would need an NES first. But here's the thing. I am also not a stranger to playing bad games. I like playing bad games and raging at them. Watch one of those and you'll understand how weeps feel watching any dubs. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the crossover with Godzilla and Evangelion. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. My question wasn't even how. My question was why. Gaming wasn't really seen as a valid art form back then. Either stuff for the kiddies or cheesy B-movie-like plots. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Speaking of cheesy B-movies. Wait, what? Yeah. The voice director was Japanese, he just chose the takes that sounded cooler. You're right! You could have been a jipple sandwich. Hope this is not Chris's blood. Barry! Let's report this to Wesker! Whoa, I'll be examining this. Yes, I know. I know, LJN. LJN is a legend. Thank you, Angry Video Game Nerd. You have made a great service to society. Now we know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. So we're gonna have a playable Godzilla and a normal giant one on the Godzilla track? Maybe. Because Evangelion is the ultimate sellout. Like, all that I can think of when Evangelion was revealed. Well, when my brother told me that Evangelion was going to cross over with Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, was like, oh yeah, of course they cross over with Evangelion, but no Nadia. That makes me angry. Well, not really. Did you get your PC overheating problem fixed? No, not really. I think that I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared of opening it myself to check the fan. Maybe I should. The thing is, if I send it to be like fixed, to be looked at, That means that I'm not gonna be able to stream. So yeah, maybe I'm gonna send it in, but only like after the 10th. After the 10th of June, because on that day I want to do the watch along, you know, the Portuguese Falcon, to celebrate Portugal Day. Oh, the joke that I made to my brother immediately was like, oh yeah, just make Ray and Sage rivals. I'm pretty sure they could find a lot to talk about. Yeah, exactly. Then we have twice the Ray. Exactly. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. I need to go back to this. You are annoying, and I don't like you. Lava monster. Lava monster, lava monster. Punch the bug. Am I gonna get to punch some Atlantean tigers of the variety that has 3 canines and is purple? Because of course! Everybody knows that Atlantean tigers are purple. Hey, Lovenmensch, Lion Man, do you know if Atlantean tigers were purple? Why are you asking me? You're the one who lives on Atlantis. Oh, right. Well, I can definitely say that tigers exist. Can you just not open it to clean the exhaust? It's not that hard. I mean, yeah, I can do that. I was just kind of scared that it would be more complicated than that. But if it is just that, then yeah, I guess I can try to do that. Also, if everything goes well, in September I am going to start this. I'm going to start this course where I am going to learn how to work. Why are you back? Go! Get lost! Okay, thank you. Well-mannered bug. I tell him to get lost, and he gets lost. Good. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna start. As I was saying, I'm gonna start this course that deals with like electronics and mechanics and whatnot. It's what they called.
Falta qualquer coisa no centro.
Okay, I don't know if I should be annoyed at me for being dumb, for not expecting that, or at Milo for stating the obvious. Even though I'm the one who told him to go, and like, yeah, use that. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. But yeah, so I am going to do that. It's supposed to be like training so that one day I can probably get employed as like an electrician or a mechanic of some sort. Because I have realized that there is, I don't know what it is about me, but there is something about me that like retailers just don't want. Like, I don't know if I'm too old for them or whatever. I've heard people say that that's not like an excuse, that's not the reason, but I'm like, what else could it be? Like, what else could it be? Is it the fact that I've done a lot of different things? Is that it? Is it the fact that I've never finished college? That I'm a college dropout? Is that it? Like, that's kind of silly, but also unfortunately it's also believable. So yeah, I am going to learn a craft I'm going to learn a craft that is actually like useful, and hopefully that will help me. That will help me find jobs. Canines, but they're felines. I know, but the thieves. Are you sure tigers exist? Ah! You know what definitely does exist? These stupid lava monsters that I hate these lava monsters. They should go die in a ditch and then. I have vague memories of this game. Also, hi. This just randomly popped up for me. Yes, the YouTube algorithm is working. It's working. I mean, hopefully. I don't know. I don't know anything about the algorithm, which is why I never thought of making this my full-time job. Atlantean discrimination. Yeah, maybe. Maybe, who knows? Oh no. Okay. Let's eat some canned food. Soldering is a great course, Atari. Yeah, a course on how to make and sell courses. Yeah, uneducated Atari getting a certificate. Let's go. Yeah, no, and it's because it's something that I've always kind of wanted to learn. Like whenever I look at the insides of my VCR, I just feel like, man, I wish I knew how to fix this, like on my own. I wish that someone could take me as like an apprentice or something like that. Yeah, because I started thinking, okay, it's like this. I know that I have, you know, my leanings, you know. I like working with my brain. I like knowing things. I like knowledge. I like connecting bits of knowledge, etc., etc. But that's something that I can do on my own. If it's not something that it's going to actually give me money because apparently I'm unemployable, then I guess I should learn. Then I guess I should learn something. I should learn to do something. No! Let me just check chat. Only Natauki. Yeah. Her name is actually Natki now. Learn a trade. Yeah, exactly. I mean, having no college background shouldn't be an impediment for retail jobs. Yeah, I think that what happens is that people look at my resume and look at, you know, all the translating and voice acting and illustrating and think, "Oh, this is a person who is not interested in staying with us. This person is just going to like leave us at the slightest provocation, at the slightest like a job offer that they get somewhere else." I don't know. That's the only thing that I can think. That's the only thing that I can think of. But I also have a lot of retail work in my resume, so I don't really understand why is it that me having done a whole bunch of different things and just instead of just one thing is a detriment. Like, yeah, okay, I don't have a college degree. I mean, that was because of circumstances and because I don't really do well in a college environment. I don't really like it. I don't really like it with, you know, the whole proud of your own university and the hazing and all of that. I don't like, I don't vibe with that. I don't vibe with, and the nightlife and the whole being students thing and you know, the sororities and blah blah blah. No, I do not vibe with that at all. So yeah, that was one of the major reasons why I never really finished a college degree, or a higher education degree, or just because I was just really bored in classes. like there was this one class that I asked the teacher to just, okay, teach me everything that there is to know in this one subject in 2 weeks. I promise you that I can do the exam then. And he did. And guess what? I passed the exam. And I just didn't get a higher score because I ran out of time. Because I took too long to do like one simple task on Adobe After Effects. By the way, don't ask me to do anything in Adobe After Effects. It's been 15 years. I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything from Adobe After Effects. Like I don't know anything about it anymore. I can work with Adobe Premiere. Like that is perfectly fine. After Effects, no. Like a donkey looking at a palace, no. I Atari are probably too cute and you're making the rest of their staff and management jealous. Oh my... back when I worked at the tea shop... during the week, because I only worked Sundays and Mondays, right? And during the week, there were actually customers who asked about me. Like, where I was, if I wasn't in that day. Like, oh yeah, no, the young one with the young one with the glasses. Because yeah, like I don't wear glasses in my model, but if I ever make a model of myself with modern clothes, I'm going to add the glasses. I'm going to add the glasses. So yeah. The youngest one with the glasses. And keep in mind that I was almost twice as old as some of the people working there. I was the second oldest employee there. And people asked for the youngest one with the glasses. But yeah, they did ask for me. They liked me. So the whole thing of, oh yeah, they felt threatened and stuff. I mean, maybe. I hope that wasn't the case, but yeah. A glasses toggle would be cool too. Oh yeah, no, like if I ever get to the point where I have enough money to commission that, yes, I am going to ask for a glasses toggle. Yu-Gi-Oh degree for college. The young boy with the inexplicably white hair. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I do have a college degree, but I just did it for the degree, not for any love of the university or the profession. Yeah, like when I started out at the tea shop, I also tried starting a degree, but that's also when the voice acting kind of started, and it just left me with no, like, I was so tired all the time. Like I just couldn't muster up any energy to actually finish the course, to actually read through the subjects. So I had to give up. It's still one of those degrees that I want to get, but again, for the love of knowing stuff, not to get like employment. Because like, what employment can you get with like a history degree? Like like at museums, or maybe like school teacher. But I think that for school, but I think that for both of those, you need other things. You can't just have the history degree. You have to have a specialization in some other areas, whatever. But yeah, let me just go. I'm aiming for a janitorial job myself, while I'm working on the game dev, and that is 100% legit. Yeah. You should do the ultimate strategy on resume. Lie. You just watched the stream intro argument. Very fun. Needed more Anubis versus Boomer Leomondo. The ultimate. Lion Man is the ultimate boomer. 40,000 years old. How are you gonna top that? Sorry, probably. Oh yeah, this is what I replied to. You'd prefer it's more academic? Kind of, yeah. Employers want specialized people, and then they also want experienced people. Then they also want someone young and dedicated, and then they also want not to waste money, and then they also, yeah, exactly. You know, everybody knows about the entry-level jobs with 1 or 2 years of experience. Like, and then there's the thing that there's this one chain, there's this one retail chain that if you live in Portugal, you'll know immediately the one that I mean. It's where I got a lot of these games. It's where I got a lot of these games that I play on stream, like both of my Wacky Races games, Jack and Daxter, Treasure Planet, I think so too. I think I just removed the stickers. But yeah, so it's a Portuguese retailer. Well, it's not Portuguese, it's international, but yeah. So it's a retailer that specializes in used video games and used consoles, and at some point they also specialized in used DVDs. Then they dropped those, and now it's only Blu-rays. After dropping the Blu-rays as well, now they have Blu-rays again. It's kind of a whole thing. They also have PCs. They also have PCs and phones. Everything used, and peripherals and other, game-related stuff like amiibos and all of that. So yeah, so yeah. And this retailer, I have tried applying to it so many times, and the only time where they told me yes, come on board, you have exactly what we want, I was already employed somewhere else. Every other time that I applied to work in that stupid store, they didn't want anything to do with me. They didn't even ask me for an interview. Like, one look at my resume and you can tell where my interests lie. Where most of my interests lie. And like, it aligns with their product. It aligns with what they're selling. Including the history parts, because you sell used video games. Used! Which means that you also have some retro stuff. In fact, they've been pivoting a bit to more retro stuff in the last few years. And no matter how many times I try, I was only called for an interview twice. And once it was that, like, yeah, they told me, yeah, sure, go right ahead. And I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm already employed at a job that gave me more money. I didn't tell them that part. But yeah, that's the reason why I didn't, drop the job that I was in and go to them. And another one where they were opening up a store and I didn't even put like an address. I don't put my address in resumes anymore. But they called me, and the address that I put there wasn't even of the city where the store was going to open. I was going to move to work there, if need be. But yeah, the address that I put in was from a city that was close to it, but it wasn't it. And that time they called me for an interview. I didn't stay that time, but yeah. But I'm just like, what did I do to you people? What have I done wrong? Like, my brother has worked there as well, and he said that sometimes it's, it's kind of annoying and stuff. But I don't get it. I do not understand. What is wrong with these people? Could you just baby face? Oh yeah. There was someone who called anyone who was born like during the time that I showed up, the babyface generation. Because, like, she was younger, and she said, like, dude, everyone that I've met that's your age does not look their age at all. You guys are the babyface generation. And I'm like, you know what? I believe you, because a lot of my classmates from, you know, from back in the day when I was in elementary and in middle school and whatnot, yeah, they look similar. They didn't change much. Yeah. Can't you just find or flirt and or bribe with the professor to get a good grade? I'm not capable of that, no. Funniest thing is when they wanted employees with years of experience on a programming language that had been released for a couple of months. Yeah. Speaking of used video game stores, okay, see? Maybe you need to lie about your address after all, yeah. Atari got terrible luck with employment at that store, yeah. Insane that in Japan you can just walk into a used electronics store whenever and buy Saturn and Game Boy and whatnot games for like 3 to 4 euros. Oh, yeah. No, like, when I'm finally able to go to Japan, I want to go to all the used electronics stores. And most of my budget is gonna go for that. Most annoying part has to be dealing with customers, as it is in most places. Especially with customers that do not understand how the shop works, because it's also kind of like a pawn shop. It's also like a pawn shop, so like you can show up and get some money or like a voucher for a game that you turn in. And some people do not understand that since it's a franchise, since it's not, you know, just a mom and pop store where they decide the prices themselves or where they can negotiate or, you know, barter, some people get angry at the amount of money that they either get for their games or that they have to pay for a new game, even if they trade theirs in, etc., etc. And some people don't understand that, yeah, no, this is not the kind of store where you barter, where you negotiate prices. No, like everything is very well documented, and has, like, you know, tables that you have to consult whenever someone comes in with any kind of product. So yeah, that was one of the most annoying parts that my brother told me about, is that, you know, sometimes some people just did not understand how the store worked, and then they got angry at him when he was just following the store's rules. So yeah. Simple way to get experience is to open a company and play the government $50 corporate registration fee every year for 2 years. Boom, you now have the experience of 2 years being a CEO. Oh, that must have... I was gonna say something so bad, but I'll say it anyway. That must have been what a lot of, like, Vtuber company CEOs did. Like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna have this for a while, and now I have an experience being a CEO. Hire me, big companies. I just have dashed a bunch of talented people's dreams and hopes. Dreams and hopes. Why did I say dreams and hopes and not hopes and dreams? I'm just being silly. It's because they don't smoke. God, that sounds like a huge pain. Yeah, like that is the one thing that I would not look forward to working with. If I actually managed to work in that store, in one of those stores. I mean, yeah, there's a whole bunch of them throughout the country. But yeah, explaining to people, you got a lot to yap about today. Yeah, like, I don't know what's happening. Like, I already talked so much before the game. I think it's also because the game is like, oh yeah, because I've already done this level. I'm just doing it again because I didn't get the stupid fire crystal the first time that I did it, and the game let me finish the level without getting it. Again, what is game design? What is game design? What is conveyance? What is what is leading your player to do the right decisions? What? That reminds me, when will you play Tail Under? Not sure, actually. I'm not sure if I'm interested in playing Undertale. I will play Deltarune, and Weasel will be here with me because he said multiple times that he's super curious to know what my reactions are gonna be. And honestly, that makes me want to play it more than anything else. The fact that Weasel, my brother, is curious to know how I'm going to react to the game makes me want to play the game more than, you know, any good reviews or any, like, good rep that the game might have. Like, I haven't seen her played this game since I was a kid. Oh, hello, Rue Safer. How's it holding up? Also, what lungs is it set to? No, I know quite a bit about Undertale. I know Undertale. I know most of the spoilers. I know what happens. I know most of what happens in each run, etc., etc. But I'm not. I just have never played it like myself. So yeah. It. By the way, Rue Safer. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. How it's holding up? Not very good. And I'm gonna tell you why. Do you see that? Also that. Ah, stop! Oh my... Are we gonna have a problem right from the get-go? Oh my god, stop! So yeah, that's how it's going. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Languages, yes. It's in European Portuguese. So it has the European Portuguese voice cast. Yes, let's use oh wait. I also need the anti-venom. Otherwise I'm gonna die. Call me Rue if that's safer for you. Okay, that's if that's easier, if that's safer. Oh no, calling you Rue safer is not is very dangerous. Oh no. Oh my. Okay. So, here's the problem. Every time that I move, the camera moves with me. But not in any way that you would expect. Okay, let's do this again. Right. Man, I remember the first time that I played this, I was stuck. I was stuck in this part because the game expects you to know that even if the camera is facing some other way, what you're supposed to do here is to put the joystick up. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. Ugh, okay. Sorry, Milo, I made you get hurt. No, I do not remember where the thing that I need is. Which is why I was extra confused, because I thought, like, when I finished this level for the first time, in this playthrough, I mean, I was under the impression that, okay, yeah, no, I remember this level. I remember how to get the thing. And then it turns out I didn't. Oh, you stupid! Go! Destroy! Yeah, we never found the thing we needed. Okay, anti-venom again. Also think Lucifer, but Rue in front of it. But yeah, PS1 controls were great with their camera angles, huh? Yep. Especially when you're... Wait a second. Didn't I use the anti-venom? No. No, I didn't. Okay, what's waiting for me around this corner? Oh yeah, that. I am going to have to... I'm gonna have to eat a can of food. Like I said last time. Aluminum. Delicious. Oh, I can taste a hint of tin as well. You know, the Iron Age sucked because they didn't have food containers like these. And of course, the save point was here the entire time. Not even Tomb Raider was that annoying with poison mechanics, yeah. Yeah, go to the saving menu, and Milo is going to be so happy with me, I can tell.
Boa! Não queres perder o que já conseguiste.
No, I don't want to lose it. No, I don't want to lose it, Milo. By the way, if anyone is wondering why this memory card has so many Toy Story 2 games, and why is there one of CTR and one of Crash Bandicoot 3, that is because this memory card is, it wasn't mine originally, it was a friend of mine's. That friend being the original owner of this PlayStation, actually. Yes, I know that I'm gonna go back. You don't have to act so cryptic about it, Milo! Oh wait, Tomb Raider also has poison oh dear. Oh no. Oh good lord. Yay! Yeah, no, like, that was one of his favorite games. That was one of his favorite games, like, no joke. Oh no, I just outed them as a male. Ah! Now you're going to be able to know who he is. No, you're not, because I have never divulged anything else about him. Well, there was that one story about... There was that one story about the thing, about the visit, and the head trauma and whatnot. But that's the only thing. Also, like, from what they say in the beginning of this level, it makes it seem like the crystal is, like, somewhere in this room. Yes, Milo, thank you. Oh, you're running, yeah, I'm running a capture card, yeah. Yeah, I'm not emulating this. This is being played on an actual PlayStation. Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna guess that the first one is this. Because it's ah. And then... Okay... It's probably gonna spell Atlantis. Wait. Where's the T? It's not a T. This is not a T. This is not a T. This is not a T. And this is not a... Okay. That was not... I mean, I understand Atlantean, just not this version of Atlantean, because this version is based on ancient Sumerian, and it's... And it's crazy, man! It's crazy! Yeah, go back. How do you run that with a PS1? I don't have one, so I've been emulating. Okay, so in order to be able to emulate, no, not to emulate, to stream from a PlayStation 1, and pretty much any console that uses RCA or composite images, what you're gonna need is, well, the console, obviously. You need a capture card. And then you need an HDMI, a SCART to HDMI converter, which is what I have. And you're also gonna need one of those little pieces that convert composite cables to SCART. It wasn't all that cheap. It wasn't all that cheap. I'm gonna tell you. The spinning face statue is peculiar. Yeah, no, like as soon as I make a wrong move, it's going to hit me. It's going to hit me with the fire. And I won't want that. Can't find that game I mentioned. There's a real possibility I either dreamed it or it was in a magazine as a preview and it was canceled. Oh yeah, no, that used to happen a lot. Okay, no, this is not it. Stop staring at me. Okay, so at. Like, I'm not even sure what I'm supposed to spell. Is it Atlan? Something like that? Okay, I'm going to pull up the the alphabet for this Disney's Atlantis. Alphabet. Atlantean languages. The Atlantean language is a constructed language created by Mark Okrand, my hero, specially for the Walt Disney feature animation film Atlantis: The Lost Empire. It was highly agglutinative, inspired by Sumerian and North American indigenous languages, which is really cool if I do say so myself. Okay, so the two symbols that I pressed were A. What was the other one? I think it was a B. Yes. AB. AB. So the next one should be a C. Ab. Wait. No, there isn't. No, there isn't a C. There isn't a C. Oh no. Okay, so what letters are these? So I know that okay, so I know A and B. This one is an S. Okay, so I remember that one. This one is a J. This one is an E. And this one is an I. Okay, so we have A, B, Abe, 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 Ab, Absinthe, no, Abi, Abe, Abj, Abby. Let's try Abby. Oh wait, but first I'm gonna I'm gonna eat some abrigo. Maybe. Hi, coffee. Vai tá mal? That's what's up, Doc, in Atlantean. C is for Catlantis. Meow. Someone needs to make Catlantis. So a lot of converting to modern chords. Got it. I might do that later down the road for more nostalgic feel while I'm streaming. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I had to figure this out by myself. I had to figure most of this out by myself. I first started like attempting to stream with like this dongle thing that actually was a donation from one of our lovely mods. Hello PPA, why do you think I am staring at you? It's totally by accident. Also, totally by accident that I'm staring at you. Also, they call me Sonic with incredible speed. No wait. Blue Hedgehog Sonic. I didn't walk you around. But yeah. Speaking of Catlantis, one of the cats just decided to show up. Hi, Nemo. Hope he doesn't really hope he doesn't eat me. Hope he doesn't eat me? What the heck am I saying? This game, man. Okay, let's try Abi. This is not gonna go well. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so Abe. He said dongle. Funny. Okay, so Abe, Abej, Abes, Abej, 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 Abed, Aboobed, Abobada. Thanks. Abej? Maybe. Let's go. Let's see. Okay. Abey. No, not Abey. Abe. Abes. Abs. Abs. Okay, no abs. Okay. Guys from the north, he didn't take too kindly to me mocking his accent. Okay, then this is the only one left. Abej. Abej. Excuse me? Thank you, Lucifer. Thank you. And you're more than welcome to do so. Avobada seems too complicated. Is this a kid's game? Yep. Ave Cesare. Ave Cesare. Ave. Okay, so it's not Abe, it's not Abej, it's not Abez. Abez? 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 Did I do this? Did I do this one? Am I supposed to go? No, I can't go to these anymore. Abe? Wait. No, there is no such thing as a kid's game for us. Oh yeah, no, that is true. That is true. But yeah, like, how is a kid supposed to figure this out? Okay, a can of food. I guess you don't need to touch every letter. Let's see. Let's see if we really don't. Probably not. Let me check. Oh, no. Was I supposed to just come here and just keep looking at these? Oh my goodness. Okay, more heads. More heads. You know what? Yeah, no, just go into the fire. The fire can't hurt you. The fire can't hurt you, but you know what can? An empty stomach. You heard it here first, folks. Yeah. Yeah, because as trendy as retro is, I think that it's still very niche. Unavoidable obstacles fight, yeah. Oh no, that's the ant! It's the ant! It's DreamWorks' ants! They got so angry that their movie was that Pixar was doing their own ant movie that they decided, no, we're gonna do one ourselves. It's gonna be much better because it's gonna be like social commentary about the military or something. And it's also going to be CG because we are just as good, if not better, than Pixar. And also, Pixar is working with Disney, so screw them, I guess, said Jeffrey Katzenberg. Very angry. And is still butthurt over the fact that Michael Eisner just took Frank Wells' position instead of giving it to him. Therefore, syncretizing both powers in himself instead of granting Jeffrey Katzenberg the promotion that he so deserved. So yeah, now we have two Ant movies. PS4 ain't retro yet. Yeah, but good luck convincing some people of that. I mean, for me, PlayStation 3 isn't retro yet. But it technically is. Technically. The same way I've solved every challenge as a kid. Brute force. You're gonna call Vinny. And I wonder who that person is going to be. Is it gonna be... Wait. Why are you looking at that? Yes. Okay. Where is a control point then? I need a control point. There is no way I am going all the way back just for this silly control point. There has to be a control point somewhere around here, or so help me. Thank you. I'm so angry. I'm I'm gonna make another Shrek. But the guy just likes ants, though. I mean, yeah, that could also be true. You have two kinds of retro games. Games with characters sold on t-shirts. Obscure Japan-only games for a very specific console. Oh, yeah, like, the only reason why I know of a few of them is because of this, also retro creator that I've been following. His name is Punchy. He also streams, but he does it on Twitch. And yeah, like he talks about some obscure retro Japanese games, mostly like JRPGs and stuff. And I love his videos, man. I love his videos. I love his sense of humor. And he did mention one that seems interesting. That seems very interesting to me, but the issue is, it is difficult for him, and he's fluent in Japanese. I cannot imagine how I, a person whose knowledge of Japanese is like at the preschool level still, would be able to play that, let alone on an actual console. Also, there's the whole thing of, you know, region locking, because I am pretty sure that, for example, Dreamcast games are region locked. Which really bugs me, because there's a bunch of Japanese-only games that I really wanted to play that are for the Dreamcast. Like, for example, I don't know if anyone here has ever heard of Cyber Team in Akihabara. It's one of my favorite anime. It's really dumb. It's really stupid, but I love it. But I love it. And apparently there's a game for the Dreamcast, and I don't know anything about it other than the cover. But I'm pretty sure that if I bought it, I wouldn't be able to play it, because I'm pretty sure that the Dreamcast is region locked. So, yeah. For me, I draw the lines. I draw the line on GameCube. Oh, wait a second. Let me just see. You remember Cyber TV Akihabara? Na 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 na. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Na 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 Wait. Oh, dang it. Na 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 na. Man, it was going so good. It was going so good, and then I beefed it. I'm sorry. I needed to have the lyrics in front of me so I could actually sing it with the lyrics. But yeah, the Dreamcast game is called Akihabara de Nogumi Patapis, and looking at it, I have no idea what I'm watching. Nice voice, except the dank hit. I'll try again with the actual lyrics in front of me before I finish the stream. When the PS6 release, will PS4 be retro? Probably. Obscure games that I loved has to be a Ghost Chaser, Densei on SNES, fantastic beat 'em up. Gacha games and loot boxes is the future of gaming, so everything is going to be fun. And you will own nothing and be happy. And I mean, okay, I can understand the Buddhist principle behind that statement. The thing is, you're not thinking about Buddhist principles when you say that. You're thinking about capitalist principles. Late stage unchecked capitalism at that, in which you charge people simply for existing, and they are just fine with that. So yeah, that's kind of shitty, guys. That's kind of shitty. By the way, it seems the DC And you will eat the bugs. By the way, seems that DC region law can be easily bypassed with a swap disk. Ooh, I don't know what those are. I don't know what those are actually. Dang. I'm too old to me arcade games that are really old consoles are retro. I mean, depends on how you define really old consoles. If you ask someone who was born in like 2006 what is retro, they're probably going to say, oh, anything that was around before I turned 10. So that would include the Wii U. That would include... Oh man, just the thought of the Wii U being considered retro, but like the PlayStation 4 not, like... Oh man. Okay, let's just switch to actually, wait a second. The Wii U is now retro. Buddhist principles is late-stage capitalism mentality is the greatest form of spiritual growth. I don't even know how to respond to that. I need to save again, Peckard. I just noticed the time. And I think we better stop here. Man. So, did you guys enjoy the yapping stream?
Boa! Não queres perder o que já conseguiste.
Boa! Não queres perder o que já conseguiste. Thank you, Ron Stoppable! And second Rennie Cunningham. And,
Parece uma escolha acertada.
you voiced a bunch of characters. Why am I not remembering, like, most of them right now? This is stupid. Be right back and vouch the Wii U. We shouldn't let people born after 2000 talk about retro. I mean, yeah, no, that I also kind of agree with that.
Despacha-te. A Atlântida não espera para sempre.
Says you! I live there! Okay.
Vais voltar.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will come back. Okay, so before I actually finish the stream, I'm going to do the thing that I said. Oh, by the way, what was the result of Jack and Daxter is inspired by Treasure Planet investigation? Jack and Daxter could not have been inspired by Treasure Planet because it came out 1 year before Treasure Planet hit theaters. So unless someone at Naughty Dog had insider knowledge about Treasure Planet, it's not possible. Is Flappy Bird retro though? Oh man, I would say that it's what's it called? What's it called? Something about trends. Something about trend. It was a fad. It was a fad, I think, and fads tend to be nostalgic, and after a few years, and therefore it's easy to peg them as retro, but I don't think that like a Flappy Bird is as retro as Pokemon X and Y is, or any game that came out in 2013. Like, if you want to consider that retro already, I mean, I guess. But to me, for something to be for me something to be retro, it needs to have been made during a time where people were just not like aware that they were making history. You know? Like it has to be from it has to basically at the point where games get self-referential, you stop being retro. Which means that 6th generation, for example, for me, it wouldn't be retro. Like it wouldn't be all that retro because that's also when video games started becoming, you know, a bit more self-aware. Like the PlayStation 1, the Sega Saturn, the Nintendo 64, all of those were a lot more like earnest. And they carried that earnestness over from the previous generations. Like nobody who was developing from one of those consoles was thinking, oh, we have to make our own mark against the giants of the past. That's something that only really happened with the PlayStation 2. And if you want, and I think that if you want an example as to why I think like that, think of franchises like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. Crash Bandicoot and Spyro started out as their own thing. They were unabashedly themselves. They did not care about what came before, and they did not care about what came after. All they wanted was to be fun games at that time. Okay, yes, Crash Bandicoot was based on Sonic, but being based on something is not exactly the same thing as being like referential, you know? Now compare those games. Now compare the PlayStation, compare the 5th generation of video games. The 5th generation of video games, yeah, your Saturns, your PlayStation 1s, your Nintendo 64s. Pick those up and compare them to, compare those libraries, the libraries that those consoles have, to the libraries that the PlayStation 2, the Xbox, and the GameCube have. And notice how many of those libraries are based on things that came from before their own time. Like, that are trying to harken back to, that are trying to harken back to a time gone by. Like, and it's no accident that I use Crash Bandicoot and Spyro as examples, because the PlayStation 2 is where the PlayStation 2 era was, when they became relics of the past immediately. Like, you were playing Wrath of Cortex, you were just playing you were just playing an attempt at a continuation of a franchise that just popped into existence in the PlayStation 1 era and was allowed to be itself. Wrath of Cortex is desperately trying to be something that was already lost. It was lost the moment that Naughty Dog dropped Crash Bandicoot. You get what I mean. Like, the PlayStation didn't really have much of that going on. You go and look at the launch lineup for the PlayStation 2 for the PlayStation, and it's mostly new stuff. In fact, no, it's all new stuff. Like, the PlayStation just waltzed into the market and just blew everything out of the water. You make a really good point here, but Donkey Kong Country was also referential to original Donkey Kong. I mean, yeah, but was it referential in this capacity? Was it referential in that, oh, we're not just making another entry in the franchise, we are actively trying to not only cash in on nostalgia, but also try to be like the franchise usually was, but also not really, because this is the new generation and we need to be different. Like, does that feeling exist in Donkey Kong 64? No, in Donkey Kong Country. Also the transition between the third generation of video games and the fourth is a little bit weirder, I would say. Like it's not as clear cut. But that's also because you have like the fifth generation in the middle, that kind of breaks things up. Like you look at the fourth generation and you look at the third, you can tell how one got to the other one. From the fourth to the fifth, there's like a clear like break. There's a clear schism between how things used to be and how things are now, and you know the level of experimentation going on in the fifth generation versus the fourth. And then of course you have. And then, of course, you have, the sixth generation, which is like, okay, so we broke the 3D barrier, now what? I would say yes, to a degree. The intro has the old Cranky Kong playing the old intro, kind of signal to me that this is the old way, and now this CG DK is the new way. I mean, yeah, but how many games like that? How many games like that can you name, other than Donkey Kong Country? Like, what other games also did that? Also went like, oh yeah, remember how it used to be? Well, that's what you're trying to capture now. You know? Like, because that kind of feeling was all over the place. With the sixth generation. Like, I'm even thinking of games that were like, for example, Xbox 360. No, Xbox exclusives, and a lot of them were like offshoots or spin-offs of games that had franchises that had started in the generation before. I'm thinking of Oddworld, for instance. It had a new game for the Xbox only, and yeah, like while you could look at that, and not many, touche. Broke the 3D barrier. Now VR, and everything is going to be bricks. Everything is going to be bricks, and everything is going to be super. It's going to be super simply modeled. Like that's the thing that I see with so many VR games. Like it's, oh hey, welcome to our VR game. Here's some blocks. Exactly, Mato. Exactly. That's when the industry started realizing that they had brands that they could capitalize off of. That's why we got, for example, a whole new Spyro. That's why we had The Legend of Spyro. Because the industry already knew that they could capitalize on Spyro's name to make what was essentially like a new franchise. You wouldn't really see that in the fifth generation or the fourth. So yeah. And that you also get a lot of indies that try to replicate the glory of the past. Yeah. Yeah, no, like also another thing that clearly divides the eras for me. And like, okay, it's like this. Your game might have been released like in the late 2000s. But if you're an indie, it's going to be hard to call you retro. Because well, unless you're on PC, unless you're only on PC. Yeah, because here's the thing. When I'm talking about all of this stuff, I'm not talking about PC gaming. PC game, it's its whole other beast. It's like a different genre, okay? Like, I don't think that I've ever seen anyone anyone talk about it like this, but yeah, PC gaming is its own genre within gaming. It's vastly different from console gaming. One of the reasons why I like console gaming is because of how clear cut and how straightforward it is, how sometimes consistent it is, and how it's easy to pinpoint things and put them in boxes and all of that. You know, like, PC gaming is the Wild West. It always has been, and it still is. Like, I know that Steam has streamlined a lot of that, and sometimes it's a little bit harder to discern, like, between PC gaming and console gaming nowadays. Meat Boy got released for consoles, yeah. Yeah, no, it's not 100% the same feel. That's what I mean. Indie gaming has its own feel, which is also like it's valid. Like, it's valid. I'm not saying I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying any of this to disparage anything that I'm talking about. I'm just talking about things how I see them, basically. I'd say some indies even exceed the past. Oh, yeah, no, totally. But one of the reasons why they do is because a lot of the roadblocks that game developers in the past, a lot of roadblocks that game developers hit in the past are no longer issues for game development nowadays. Like, if you want to develop like a completely pixel-based game, you can make your world massive. Like, look at a game like Minecraft, for example. Like, one of the things that I thought when we moved from the PlayStation era to the PlayStation 2 era, I remember thinking, oh man, if they're using DVDs now, that means they have a lot more storage capacity. Imagine what they could do if they just didn't care about upping the ante graphics-wise and just use that extra storage space for more exploration, more story, more characterization, more all of that. You know, that's genuinely what I thought. The games industry didn't really go there. It took a game like Minecraft to tell people, oh hey, you can build massive worlds if you just dial down the graphics. Who'da thunk? For that, look at Core Keeper, a great game. I think my brother told me about it. I don't know what it is though. Won't the big corporations just make a remake for the retro games and charge people more? I mean, yeah, maybe they will. It's up to you if you want to give them that money or not. Don't worry, mobile gaming is doing that. It is the future of video games. Ah, man. I mean, that's another. I think that now that I've mentioned it, and we talked a little bit about gacha games. Kind of came up a little bit in chat, and I didn't really talk about them. But like, there is one gacha game that I like playing, which is Genshin Impact, and Genshin Impact is pretty much one of the showcases of that I just said. Like, yeah, graphically is not that impressive, but the world is massive. And I'll be honest, like, I still play Genshin Impact. I still like exploring the world. I like their takes. I like their takes on all the different cultures and how they intersect and whatnot. Some things I think that they didn't really understand, but I still think that for what they wanted to do, it's fine. Like, I can't really point fingers at Genshin Impact for that. But yeah, and I'm sorry if that decreases your opinion of me. But yeah, no, like, that's the one gacha game that I actually like. like playing. Also because it's relaxing. Because you know, because of the whole open world thing. And then some of you would say, well, why not play Breath of the Wild? It's basically Genshin Impact, except good. And I'm like, yeah, I do want to play Breath of the Wild one day. The only problem with me playing Breath of the Wild is that, okay, so this game is pretty straightforward. Kind of. You get what I mean. And I still managed to break it up with massive yapping sessions. What do you think is gonna happen if I'm playing like an actual open world game? I'm a little scared of Breath of the Wild, to be honest. I might try playing it off stream for a bit before I make a decision to, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on stream. But maybe before that, I would actually prefer to play a different Zelda game, like, I don't know, like Echoes of Wisdom or something. You know, something a little bit simpler to start with. Or I could try to get Ocarina of Time for the N64, because I do have an N64. So yeah. You yap while you venture into the unknown. No pauses allowed. Okay. Genshin is pretty good for a gacha slop. Yeah. Yeah. No, like I know that Genshin is, you know, gacha slop. But like I like it. Sorry about that. Don't worry, Atari, we all played Genshin at one point in our lives, yeah. And we hope that you don't have to find fire crystals in Breath of the Wild. I'm sure we're gonna have to find other things. But you did play Sonic Frontiers, which is open world for the most part. Oh yeah, how many streams did that take me? 14?! Okay, granted, that was not just because of the yapping, it was also because I was stubborn and wanted to play it in normal. Next time that I play Sonic Frontiers, no, I'm gonna put it on easy. I don't care. I don't care. Just give me the story. You never played Genshin. I mean, you're not missing much, especially nowadays. Like, the game, like, if you started playing Genshin, like, 2 years ago, it was still manageable. Nowadays, I say, okay, no. The only reason why I can take this is because I've already been playing since 2022. Like, and I've been introduced to all this stuff, like, gradually. But, like, if you start playing Genshin now, whoo boy, you better have a lot of time to kill, my friend. And I'm not saying, like, even getting into, like, the gacha mechanics, because you can play Genshin without the gacha. Like, if you don't mind, like, if you like the original characters that the game gives to you, the game is entirely playable without rolling for characters. So yeah, especially because Genshin, unlike something like Honkai, is like, it's like an action adventure or something. It has level ups, but it's slightly different. Like, for example, one thing that you don't have to do is you don't have to raise your world level up to maximum, which means that you can just stick to a lower world level and just enjoy the game like that. Just experiment around. I raised my world level and I regret it every single day ever since I did that. Do not raise your world level above 6. You will regret it. Unless you absolutely have to, do not raise your world level above 6. It killed so much of the fun that I used to have with Genshin, because one of the things that I liked to do was to try out different characters and try out different combinations and stuff like that. And raising them up to level like 50, 60 is not too hard. It's the levels above that are more complicated, which are, of course, the games where the levels that the game wants you to have your characters in World 7, World 8. So yeah, Do not raise your world level above 6. That is my piece of advice for anyone even thinking of trying Genshin, which, like, at this point in time, why would you? No, once you do the quest to raise your world level above 6, you can't go back to 6. You can't go back to 6. You're stuck with either 7 or 8. My game currently is at level 7, and sometimes I still have trouble with stuff. But yeah, the thing that I was gonna say is that Genshin is a game that it's a lot easier to brute force through than something like an RPG where you need, you know, like a specific character to do a specific thing. Like, Genshin does have a lot of options that just let you, you know, like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I don't care what the game says, I'm gonna do this. Genshin does allow you to do that. So, yeah. I remember the world level was also one of the aspects that demotivated me to keep going, though I only reached level 20s. Yeah, like, for example, I'm at world level 7. I can raise it to 8 if I want. I don't want to, and I don't want to do the quest that makes it raise to level 9, because why would I do that? Why would I do that? Oh, because you get better Abyss rewards. I don't care about the Abyss rewards. I care about imagining wacky stories with characters that have nothing to do with each other, being forced to cooperate in whatever little world quests show up. Like, oh, but the Traveler's story, like, okay, yeah, no, the Traveler can have his story. I'll be busy imagining what the interactions between Sino and Mualani would be like. Or like Wanderer, or like a Wanderer, Hat Guy, Scaramouche, and I don't know, Mualani again, or Charlotte, you know, like, or Citlali or something like that. Yeah, no, that's why I play Genshin. That's why I play Genshin, to like imagine, okay, so these guys are forced to become a team, and now there they go. How will their personalities clash? Well, you don't see it in the game, but I can imagine them. Oh man, I can't wait for Atari to play Dark Souls. It is pain. Oh man, I don't know if I want to play Dark Souls, to be honest. I mean, there's other notoriously difficult games that I would rather play than Dark Souls, because again, my focus is mostly on cartoony games. Not so much, you know, the realistic looking ones. I mean, I might try to play, like, I don't know, Metal Gear Solid or something, just because we already happen to have it, but the very first times that I played Metal Gear Solid, I was so bad. Like, I got detected by the very first guy. Like... Okay, to finish off this stream, I am going to do the thing that I said that I was gonna do like half an hour ago. Okay, this Cyber Team in Akihabara. Opening. Lyrics. This website uses a security service to protect against malicious bots. This page is displayed while the website verifies you are not a bot. What do you think, guys? Am I a bot? I don't think I am, but... Also, let me see... Sorry, playing I Want to Be the Guy would be funny. I only know that game from a Proton John playthrough. Hey, Algatses are like that. They just add things over and over. Okay. I basically only started playing it once Gene was a guarantee. Okay. Let me see something else. The yapping sessions aren't so bad. You just gotta learn how to do them while doing gameplay instead of keeping the game paused. Yeah! Yeah, I really need that. I would love to see anyone play Wanna Be the Guy. I Wanna Be the Guy. One of my favorite games. Not sure how it works with copyrighted stuff though. I don't know. You're coming from my phone. Oh, really? Oh no. How did I get there? How did I get there? Wait, where is it? So... Wait huh? This website does not work. Okay. All that stuff about proving that I was not a bot, and now it just doesn't show. Okay. I think I got one. Okay. Okay. Let's try. いつかなくした輝く勇気のかけらを今すぐ探しに行こうテレテンテレンテンタンタンタンタンタンタンタンテレテンテレンタンタンタンタンタンタンタンタン取り立て急ぐことなんてなかのに Dang it! どうしようもないパニック好き Oh my goodness. Oh no, I can't. No, okay, no, I'm sorry. Ah, dang it. Wait, maybe I can do it. Maybe I can do it with like an actual karaoke. Let me check. Okay, Cyber Team Nakihabara. Yeah, impromptu karaoke stream. Impromptu karaoke stream. It's just one song. Okay. Okay, Cyber Team Nakihabara. Up karaoke. Karaoke. Isn't there... Wait. Okay, let me see. Okay, I think that this one is gonna work. Okay. It started off a little strong, okay? Okay. Okay. Let's see. I hope that the desktop audio isn't too loud. Tag all the motorcycles. Atari is a bot confirmed. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Just move the headphones here. Okay. Here we go. いつかなくした輝く勇気のかけらを今すぐ探しに行こう Sorry about the quality. This is the only thing that I could find. "取り立て急ぐことなんてOops なかったのに どうしようものないパニックパニック好きギリギリのいつも Oh, okay, so this is the okay, this is the full version. That's why it was that's why it was throwing me that's why it was throwing me for a loop. Gosh frickin' dang it. Dang it. Okay, this is going to be harder than I thought. My god. Okay. Okay, so let's just open the actual like opening. Let's opening the actual opening, and then let's have the lyrics. Let's have the lyrics somewhere else. Let's have the lyrics somewhere else. See, this is what happens when one of your first anime is kind of obscure. There are no lyrics anywhere. Okay, Cyber Team Akihabara. Up lyrics. Please. Yeah, because it skips a bit. Okay. I'm sorry. We're doing this again. Okay. いつかなくした輝く勇気のかけらを今探しに行こうギリギリの崖っぷちでいつも本当は本領発揮するタイプだったね夢が泣いてる現実とゆっくりと壁に動くないつたちがここまですぎて心臓って乗り越えるのなそのどれでいい恥ずかしな数余計なプライド Throw away 求める感じ蘇るその時まで一路ゼロに戻そうI need practice, but I'll get there. The potato BGM makes it better. Yeah. So the parts that I have trouble with are the parts that I always have trouble with these karaokes, which is like knowing exactly where the syllables go because I'm not following a guide. I just have the whole of the lyrics here, like for example this part 動くない輝かないいつの間にか囲まれすぎて Yeah, that part, for example, like when I first started reading, I didn't remember that this part went by so fast, like 動くない輝けない So yeah, but yeah, you gotta trust your heart and feel the groove. Oh yeah. Actually, it's been a while since I've done a karaoke stream. I've been thinking of doing one like next week or something. Not sure when next week though. But yeah, that's an idea. That's an idea that I have and that I want to see. Also, I don't know if I should go like just with songs that I know, or if I should. I've also thought of doing like a donathon of some sort, in which it would be like kind of like a jukebox, in that, you know, people would request songs, like they would donate. They would donate like some money, and, you know, to request a song. I thought of doing that for a while, but I'm not sure. Other than like a new PC, which, let's be honest, that's like way too expensive for me to think about right now. I don't really know what that money should go into. Like, I don't know. A Dreamcast, is that enough of a, like, Dreamcast prices are very like jumpy though. Like, they're not. Yeah, that's all stuff that I've been thinking about. Like, yeah. Thanks. Thank you. Okay. It is now time for me to go have dinner. This small karaoke session took a lot longer than I thought because of the whole, oh wait, I'm using the full version. What I know is the TV size. Well, dang, I guess that I don't know this song as I thought I knew, as I thought I did that well, or something. I don't know. I might have gotten distracted while I was saying these sentences. Okay, I am probably going to send you to someone. Let me see who is live right now that probably wouldn't mind getting rated. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. I am going to send you to one of the Holostars. Don't know if he's gonna appreciate it, but I appreciate that they exist, and I like them. So yeah, let's do that. Yeah, someday we'll find that damn fire crystal. Yeah, but for now, I think that I'm gonna take a little bit of a break from this game. Potato PC lives another day. Heck yeah! I mean, I would request you to sing in Spanish if you have no problem with it, so I'm down for that. Oh, no problem. Like, I can sing in whatever language you want. I can sing in whatever language you want me to sing. Like, so yeah. Okay, whether you're watching this live or the VOD or are a lurker, know that your presence is always appreciated. And see you soon! Or, as they say in Atlantis, Ekabe! Bye!